If you've been around, you've been a long-term investor in XRP, you understand this bull run is different, man. You feel it in your bones. Even 2017, that historic run, it was really based off of maybe something good's going to happen. Maybe Coinbase is going to list XRP. That was one of the big drivers, among others. It's not like that this time. It is actually happening. You're checking those things off the list, and today was one of those days. RLUSD finally approved, given the green light by New York. It is going to happen. This is a historic moment for the XRP ledger, a feature set we have been missing. We're going to go over it. But this bull run, man, it is happening in real time. The revolution is being televised. Brad Garlinghouse states just in, we have final approval from New York for RLUSD. Exchanges and partners listing will be live soon. And reminder, when RLUSD is live, you'll hear it from Ripple first. Be careful. A lot of scammers out there trying to sell you dummy tokens. Ripple will tell you when that token is live here. But, we've been waiting for this feature set for a legitimate stablecoin on the XRP ledger for a long time. And finally, that moment has arrived. It's going to lead to more liquidity on chain, more use of the XRP ledger. And it's just a big source of utility we've been lacking, and we got it now. They got this thing done. Now let's see them launch it and start seeing adoption. It's really going to build value, in my opinion, and in a hurry. Now, Vincent Van Code, he said the following. People think RLUSD is going to send XRP to the moon immediately. Here's my take. RLUSD approval has pumped the price from $1.90 to $2.35 at the time of this writing and at the time of this very recording. Nice run up in price, ahead of most of your major cryptocurrencies in the market. A bullish event, but again, it's all in speculation, hope, hype. Everyone's happy. This finally got across the finish line, but it doesn't indicate adoption or anything like that. As he says, this is purely a speculative pump, which is fine. Bull runs, news actually can move the price. It's not like a bear market. But he says the real pump will happen when the AMM/LPs are set up. And I agree with that with one caveat. It's not a moment in time of, all right, now we're live. The AMMs can accept RLUSD. There's a process to it, right? They're going to launch that capability, and then you got to start building on-chain liquidity, more and more people using it. And I agree, that's the moment where you'll see the price really affected by all of this, and also the utility of the ledger, because you have more on-chain liquidity, which is far superior than sourcing it from an exchange, a centralized exchange. He says, then you're going to see some serious money flowing into the XRP ledger. Exchanges will want to capitalize on the staking opportunities there, and they will provide RLUSD staking. Here in America, you got to be careful. Is it going to be treated staking as a service? Maybe we'll get those answers, but I don't care if the exchanges directly allow people to do staking with their RLUSD. I just hope a lot of them support RLUSD, because the more on and off ramps you have, the more usable the stablecoin is, and the more people will lean into it. I think it's going to be a world-class experience at the end of the day. Now, Mr. Intuitive, BlackBerry XRP, he posted this interview of Grant Cardone, who said, according to him, Brad Garlinghouse blew the 60 Minutes interview, and that this was somehow some chance of a lifetime he let go through his hands. In my opinion, there's nothing Brad could do. I'm sure Brad gave a great interview. They just cut it all out. I mean, when everything you say that matters, that's important, that people really want to hear ends up on the chopping room floor, what could you really do here? Now, if Grant's trying to say maybe he shouldn't have done that interview, I guess he has a point there. But again, in hindsight, it's easy to say. At the time, I was bullish on the interview myself. A lot of you told me how it was going to go down. I didn't understand how 60 Minutes operates, to be quite frank. It wasn't a great interview, but I don't think it was any fault of Brad Garlinghouse. I'm sure he actually did a great interview. We just didn't get to see that. We got to see whatever strange, cut up and makeup they put together, unfortunately. I really don't think there's anything Brad could have done. Uphold put up this post here. They said last week, when you look at the top 10 coins that were traded, number 1 was Solana, 2 was Bitcoin. XRP, while it didn't pass Ethereum in terms of market cap, it was the 3rd most traded cryptocurrency in the world. Very bullish time for XRP. Speaking of Uphold, I'm going to ask you this. I need a new crypto account, a side account for a different purpose, and I'm thinking either Uphold or Kraken. I haven't used Uphold in years. I don't know if the experience is better. Let me know down below. Do you suggest Uphold? Should I go back and give them another look, another fair try to see how things are? Or should I just go to Kraken? Let me know and I'll check it out. One of the two. Crypto RS posting that SEC chair pick Paul Atkins blames U.S. government for its part in FTX collapse. He says the collapse of FTX was an international debacle that happened because the U.S. didn't make our rules accommodating to this new technology. And it's true, when they're in the Bahamas, the SEC couldn't directly, enforce rules and regulations against them. But because of the climate that they've created, the fact that people couldn't build these systems in America, well, users were willing to use this kind of shifty company over in the Bahamas. Think about it. If someone came to you just for general banking, and they're like, hey, put your money over here in this strange bank in the Bahamas, you'd say, I'll just put it in Chase or Bank of America or my local credit union. You'd have no reason to do this. And it should be the same thing with cryptocurrencies. Unfortunately, in that era, we were kind of locked out of doing a lot of things here in the US. So you were forced overseas to do a lot of your transactions. Hopefully that changes. And I agree, in a regulated environment with sensible regulations, it's going to be safer for everyone. You won't have the FTX type of companies get any sort of traction. No one has any reason to use them. Hester Pierce talking about, how the SEC can improve. Me, I've never been a huge fan of hers. She wasn't able to do much during her the reign of corruption the SEC has had for quite some time here in regards to cryptocurrencies, but maybe with a better regulatory outlook from the chair and some of her other commissioners, she can do some good work here. And she's making a lot of good cases. Number one, saying, we got to stop this choke point stuff where we're really dragging down the industry, and we got to give some actual clarity in areas where we think, this is an area of SEC authority. We need to let that be known and figure out a way to work with the crypto space, and then also give them clearance for all the areas that are outside of our jurisdiction. So we're not wondering. We know, okay, that's not an SEC thing. Go talk to the CFTC or someone else. But for those issues, we can sit down and work through them. Hopefully that happens. It'd be incredibly bullish if we truly get a good environment for entrepreneurs for cryptocurrencies in 2025. I think we got a darn good shot. Wall Street Bets put up Cardano ADA, got hit with a triple whammy yesterday. Overall market down, domino effect. So everything went down. So of course, ADA will as well. Google Quantum Crypto FUD. I'll tell you this. We'll circle back to that on the crypto because it's not FUD. It's significant, but crypto is not the area you really got to worry about, in my opinion. And lastly, they had their account hacked. Their foundation account was hacked. It put out some wacky announcement that they're going to burn all the ADA. I knew it was a hack as soon as I saw it. It wasn't well written, and it was just ridiculous, but some people were concerned, and it affected the price a little bit. So I look for ADA to really rebound here nicely from that. So we look at the Google Quantum Crypto FUD. Google announced they have a new quantum chip. It seems very advanced. Maybe the age of quantum computers are running up on us quicker than we thought. Could happen. It happened with AI. I'm sure it may happen with quantum computers. This is the deal, though. If you're the first with this super powerful quantum computer, and you don't want the world to know about it until you strike, cryptocurrencies ain't going to be where you strike first. If you break into Satoshi's wallet and steals Bitcoins, the blockchain's compromised, everything goes to zero. You got nothing. I mean, I guess you could laugh because you took Bitcoin down, but you're not going to get any money out of it. You're going to attack military systems. You're going to attack traditional financial markets, things like this. This is what you would get into. Crypto would be like the bottom of the list. It's fairly illiquid. The minute you break into it, it's nigh worthless. There'd be no point in using this, world superpower that no one else has to crack into a blockchain. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. With that being said, all of our systems need to be upgraded, become quantum resistant. I know David Schwartz is talking about doing that for the XRP ledger. We have to think about it long term. But, if something came out tomorrow and this was a real threat, again, cryptocurrencies are the least of our concerns. Lastly, Bitwise predicts Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana prices. Bitcoin 200,000, Ethereum 7,000, Solana $750. I wish they would have done a prediction for XRP, but you know what? If we see the crypto market rocking like this, XRP is going to do really well. I'm telling you that. And this is what I would tell you. I don't know about predictions. Everyone's got one. It is what it is. But some very serious people think crypto is going to do some very big things. And that in its own right is bullish. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.